Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a get ready with me, kind of. I did my makeup the other day. We went out to like see friends. I did my makeup with like a really simple eye but like a really dark vampy lip, and I didn't take any pictures and I don't think I showed anybody, but it looked really nice and I was really excited about it. So I thought maybe I'd do kind of a get ready with me, maybe get a little bit chatty. This video is literally a race against the sun, because I know in, well, a questionable amount of time it's going to start like shining in the windows right across like this courtyard, which means it's going to come in my window and it's going to look like a nightmare. So this get ready with me is a race against the sun. That's it. So yeah, we're just going to kind of get into it. Nose ring, oh god, every time I move, there we go. Nose ring is coming out and glasses are coming off. It should probably be noted that I can't see now. So if I get like really close to my mirror and then the lighting kind of gets weird, I apologize, but that's kind of just, it's gonna how this is how this is gonna be, because I can't see anything. So yeah, first I'm just gonna use this E.L.F. Poreless face primer. I was trying this a little bit before and I didn't really notice anything changing, but I was also putting concealer in this area, which was kind of making my pores look bigger anyway. I find that if I have a lot of product in this area, that it just makes my pores look bigger. But yeah, so I'm using that. I'm going to see if it changes anything, kind of. If I don't put a lot of product in that area, if it helps minimize the way my pores look. Also, it smells like Vicks, in case you were curious. I'm also using this mineral infused face primer from E.L.F., which is very similar to the Smashbox. I'm using this on the rest of my face. The Smashbox photo finish primer, like the regular clear one. Very similar to that. I have the small travel size in the Smashbox one, which I think was like $16, and then this giant thing was $6. I haven't noticed like a really big difference between the two, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so I'm just doing that. You know, I think this is the first like chatty video I've done. I'm trying not to make it super long because I know I would watch super long videos, but I don't necessarily know how everyone else feels about super long videos. I don't know. Sometimes you don't have time. I know sometimes I don't have time. Just shaking up my foundation real quick. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I love this stuff. I got the all-nighter foundation a couple months ago. Was not a fan. Like appearance on my skin wise, my mirror might come into frame. That might help a little bit. I was like not a fan of the all-nighter because of the drying, color change, the oxidizing that happened, whatever you want to call it. Basically did not work with my skin. This one is awesome. I usually use about 2 full pumps to cover my whole face, and I get to about maybe medium coverage. I'm using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I think it's the only time I'm gonna say the full name because you know what I'm talking about. I like this one, or I like this foundation a lot because I'm finding that I do like a nice like flawless finish, but I don't have a whole lot to cover up. So what I was doing basically is I was getting like full coverage foundations to like cover everything up. And they were looking pretty heavy on my skin, which I don't necessarily mind, but sometimes it's like, oh, my face doesn't look great by the end of the day. This one is like, you could shear it out and make it, oh, got really bright. You could shear it out and make it pretty light coverage, but you can also build it up. I wouldn't say it's full, but like a solid medium, I would say pretty much anywhere between like low and medium is what you're getting, or at least what I'm getting. I mean, maybe you can get it up to full coverage. I haven't really tried to like layer and layer and layer it. And I'm also using a sponge, which is naturally shearing it out. Anyway, this is getting rambly. I like it because I don't have a whole lot to cover up in the first place. So this is my second pump. I don't have a whole lot to cover up in the first place. Maybe like a little bit of like redness on my cheeks and the occasional like blemish, like I have some down here right now. But I don't have like, you know, a full face of like blemishes that I'm trying to cover up. I pretty much just have a little bit of scarring from acne. Okay, the light is making me crazy. A little bit of like scarring from acne I had when I was in high school, and then the occasional blemish and the redness on my cheeks. But other than that, there's really a lot I have to cover up. That's getting real annoying. I wonder if that's going to happen all the time. Let me move my mirror. Let me see if this helps. So I'm not constantly like moving to the side. Okay, so that's why I like this foundation, because it covers basically everything that I want it to cover without it looking super heavy. Like, it looks really natural. And I wear this in the color 1.0, which I'm starting to realize that that actually might have more of like a yellowy undertone, which I feel like I should have realized before this. I didn't think I was super pink, but I would say more like neutral pink, but I think I'm actually more like neutral warm. Maybe I need to stop putting my hand in front of my face. Yeah, I think I'm more like neutral warm, which I guess I didn't notice because my face tends to be pink. I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, and also the Urban Decay Naked Skin in Fair Neutral, because this gets a little bit darker on my skin, and I don't want that to happen. So I found that, what am I even talking about? Totally lost my train of thought. I'm gonna have to stop like interjecting during my stream of consciousness. Right, so warm undertone. Right, I don't think I noticed because I like get really rosy on my cheeks, so I was like, oh, like my face always looks pink. But my face always looks pink because I just have like pink cheeks, basically. Okay, so I'm just putting this concealer everywhere where I would highlight, and then the Tarte Shape Tape I'm putting on the two little like blemish discoloration spots I have. And then I'm mixing in the Urban Decay Naked Skin because it's too light, but the Tarte Shape Tape sometimes gets too dark, or doesn't look like as highlighted as I would want it to be. So I'm just mixing those two together for right now, and I'm just gonna blend that in with this. I can't believe it's already like the middle of November. I don't even know what's happening. My daughter just had her birthday, her first birthday. Can't believe she's 1. That is freaking insane. I'm sure those of you who have children understand. But I can't believe she's 1. That's crazy to me. I don't even know what happened. The first year was like a blur as far as like time was concerned. It just sort of like raced by, and I don't even know what, I don't even know what happened. So the concealer I put down a little bit lower on my face. You see I didn't like put it like right under my eye, and that's because I don't want to have like a lot of product really heavy right on my under eye area. I sort of want to like blend it up and sheer it out as it gets like right under my lash line, so that's why I put it like a little bit lower on my face and then blended it upward, instead of sort of sticking all the product right under my eye and then having to, you know, having it get like cakey and whatnot. I'm not putting this on my lid. See, it got on my lid a little bit. I'm not really putting this on my lid because I do find that it creases, and if I use an eye primer, then it sort of doesn't mix with the concealer really well. But I did set it with I did put foundation on my eyelids, so I'm going to set that down. Alright, so I'm going to set my under eye using this NYX HD Studio powder. It's in like the loose version. When did I get this? I got this for Christmas last year. I got like all makeup for Christmas this past like a year ago. Basically I ordered everything and then my husband wrapped it and gave it to me. I knew what I was getting. There were no secrets, but I don't know why I stopped using it. It isn't good for, I wouldn't use it if you're like taking pictures. There's a lot of, what is it, like there's like silica in it. I think that's what it's called. I might be wrong. You can correct me in the comments if you would like. But it basically flashes back. Oh, hello. It basically flashes back. Oh, now I gotta adjust my mirror. A lot. If you don't like blend it in and blend it away really, really, really well, it flashes back. And even if you do blend it in really well, it's kind of questionable whether or not it'll flash back. So if you have something important, you know, don't use this. But if it's just like an everyday situation, I find that it sets it really, really nicely, especially under my eyes. Like my eyes feel so smooth right now. I'm setting anywhere I put concealer with this. I'm trying to decide if I want to edit this down at all, or if I just want to like leave it in its raw form. Usually, if you have watched any of my other videos, I try not to edit a whole lot, not because I don't want to, maybe I don't want to, but like, I don't know. I don't want to like piece it together so that everything seems like real perfect, like all the time. Plus, I don't know. Sometimes I don't have time to like sit there and edit and edit and edit and edit and edit. So I find that I set every foundation that I have, every foundation except for this one. So I wouldn't necessarily have to set like down here on my face or the places like I didn't put concealer. I am going to do it today though, because I got this yesterday from Physicians Formula. This is the Youthful Wear Youth Boosting Powder in the Illuminating finish in the shade Translucent. So technically it shouldn't add any color or coverage. We're basically just looking for it to be illuminating, which is not something I necessarily go for a lot. But I'm just gonna like set my whole face and I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens here. Who talked about this? Jam Beauty 89, Jessica Braun / Jessica Murphy, if you watched her channel before she got married. I think she talked about this. She talked about this a while ago, but like she got the wrong one and she had to like return it and go back and get another one. And I'm pretty sure this is what she was talking about. I have to get so close to like my mirror to see. I'm so blind. Ugh, that actually looks really beautiful. In the pan, it doesn't look like there's any glitter in it, but it definitely looks glowy. And I put it on like my hand yesterday and it definitely made like the spot where I put it look glowy without being shimmery or glittery, which is always nice. So I mean, yeah, I think it looks good. I'm not necessarily, like I said, one for looking very dewy. I think that's because I lived in Hawaii for like 3 years and I was hot constantly, and I do not enjoy being warm. So I think that's why I was like always powdering, always powdering down. Not one to like, I want glowy skin. I don't want glowy skin, okay? I want to be really, really matte because I'm gonna get really, really hot today. That's basically how I felt the whole time I was there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with bronzer, a little bit of bronzer, just like a little bit, just like a little tiny bit. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this bronzer. I talked about it in a video not too long ago where I was talking about like an alternative for it, which was the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I can link that video. Ooh, I can do that. Oh, which side is it on? It's this side. It's gonna be up there. I will link that video that I did, but it's basically just my thoughts on the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the light bronzer shade. There's like two. One's called like bronzer and one's called light bronzer. So basically just some swatches, some thoughts about how they work for paler skin tones, because there's a lot of drugstore. Oh, I'm not saying any of the brushes I'm using. Let's just start now. This is the E.L.F. complexion brush. This is awesome. So yeah. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I don't know. I'm like losing my train of thought real quick. Okay, so the blush I'm using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush Exposed because it was really a very neutral color and I didn't really know what blush I wanted to wear, so this is the option. And I'm using the Morphe E4. This brush is discontinued. If you can find a brush that is this shape. I really like the way this, this brush is shaped as far as applying blush. It is the only one I use, but I do want to get the Up and Up blush brush. At some point, I feel like I've been like wanting to get it for a while. But this is just like a really, I'm like building it up. I'm not just like going ham on the blush. It's a really like nice neutral kind of will go with everything. I'm like throwing things down. Why can't I see? I couldn't see anything. Yeah, a really nice neutral kind of will go with everything shade. So that's why I picked it. Now I'm going to do my highlight, and I'm going in with this little Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal first. I'm just putting like a little bit on the back of my hand right here. You can see it. Oh, I just like squinted because I can't see it. Right on the back of my hand, and then I'm taking my E.L.F. small stipple brush. I'm just going right in there, and I'm just going to pat this right on the top of my cheeks, a little bit down onto the apple because it is like a liquidy, because it's a liquid product. It's not going to look too crazy if you sort of bring it down a little bit lower on your face. So I'm going to do this on both sides. I'm just sort of patting it in. Whew. And then I'm going to layer a, I can use my words. I'm going to layer a powder product on top of it. Sure. That's going to look very, very intense, but it looks awesome. Like if you're not into a really intense highlight, like don't do this. But if you are, I'm going in with Lou Manizer by The Balm. That is what I'm going to use on top of this. Just like a really nice champagne-y highlight. Oh, I think you can see this on the camera, which is nice. So I'm just kind of layering that over. I feel like this looks crazy. On top of Opal. Oh, those Becca liquid. Oh, that one's nice. The Becca liquid shimmering skin perfector. I'm gonna try again. Ready? Here we go. The Becca liquid shimmering skin perfectors are really nice. Like they're good if you're looking for more of like a natural thing. I'm gonna run some of this down, just down the bridge of my nose. If you're looking for something that's like really natural looking, those ones are nice. Obviously get one that fits your skin tone. I mean, I could probably use, I can use Opal, and then I could use like Moonstone and Pearl just because they're lighter. Depends on what kind of like intensity you're looking for, and Cupid's Bow. And then, but yeah, they're just really, they're really beautiful. And they're really natural looking. They don't look too crazy. You're not going to get like a streak, but I love the way that this looks because you're layering. Obviously, it's going to get a little bit more intense, but because the Becca one is cream, it sort of just, or it's liquid, it sort of just sinks into your skin. And then, no brush, do I want this one? And then you put Mary Lou on top, and that's so finely milled that it just sort of, it just lays on top beautifully. Alright, so, dropping things. I'm being loud. I feel like I'm being like obnoxious because I keep dropping things. So I'm gonna do my brows next, and I think I might just do this off camera for the pure simple fact that it might take me a little while and I don't want to waste space on my phone. Also, I'm not gonna talk because it's just gonna take like 10 times as long to get them done. It already takes forever. I have to sneeze. Whew. So I'm gonna do my brows and then I'll be right back. The difference one eyebrow makes. See this? I didn't even fill it in that heavy, but it looks so much better. It looks so much better. Do you ever have one eyebrow turn out way better than the other one? Because this one took forever and still looks worse than this one. But again, what did I say at the beginning? It's a race against the sun and I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't think I said, but I used the Anastasia Dipbrow in dark brown, and I just used the number 12 brush, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, okay, so where were we? I'm just going to set them in place with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I really like this. I mean, I don't really see the need to spend like a lot of money on an eyebrow gel. That's just me. I'm sort of like brushing them up and then, yeah, like laying them down a little bit, but not too much. I don't want them to look too drawn on, so kind of like a little fluffier towards the front, if you will. All right, so now that is done. So now we're gonna move on to eyes. Look, we're getting there. I think yesterday I used, oh, excuse me, my brow's out. Hello. I think yesterday I used, not yesterday, I don't even know what day it is. I used the Morphe x Kathleen Lights palette, which looks like this. I will be doing like a review, I guess, just like my thoughts on this. Mostly because I didn't plan on getting it, and then I did, and then it sold out like crazy fast. But today I think I'm going to use something different because this is limited edition. They're trying to bring it back, I think, for like a second round. I think they're going to, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So for now, I'm just going to use, my Lorac Pro 1 palette, because this palette is amazing, and that is what I'm going to use. So I already like put, ooh, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I can talk, right? Here we go. Collect your thoughts. Celeste, let's go. Ooh, did I ever say my name before? That might be the first time. Did you know my name is Celeste? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I already put foundation on my eyelids right now, like set it down with the powder, so I'm not going to go in with an eye primer right now. I just don't feel like it, so that's what's going to happen. I'm going to drop my brushes on the floor because that is my life, and that is my everyday. So first I'm going to go in with this, I think I'm just going to go in with like this cream. God, I still have like the protector on there. Do people keep those in there? Because my protectors are in all of my palettes. Just an FYI, in case you were curious. I'm taking this color right here, that cream color, on an E.L.F. blending brush, and I'm just going to like real quick, just like sort of like brighten up my lid area, kind of set everything down. I'm just taking that brow bone to lid, basically. I'm putting it all over everywhere in case there's any like sticky spots. It's just going to make the blending easier. I know we're not using a lot of eyeshadow today, but basically any eyeshadow we do use is going to make it easier to blend. Yada, yada, yada. Then I'm going to take that same brush, because why not? There's like barely anything on it. And I'm going to go into the color Mauve. And we're just going to, oh, you hear that? That was lovely. That like snorty sound. I'm going to take that color Mauve on the, a little bit more, on the same E.L.F. blending brush, and I'm literally just running that in the crease. Just like everywhere. Go as high, I guess, as you want with it. I'm not going too super high, but you know, I am bringing it above my actual crease because we're not using a lot of eyeshadow. I kind of want it to, this is doing most of the work, so I'm just going to keep going in, building that shade up, and just running that in the crease, and I'm just going to do that to both eyes. Yeah. So what else should we talk about? Thanksgiving is coming up. That's like Thanksgiving is next week. Hello. Well, in case you didn't know what day it was, Thanksgiving is next Thursday. It is now Monday. It's Monday right now. It's a Monday. Thanksgiving is like less than 2 weeks away, which is crazy. We're gonna go see family, which will be nice because we live so far away for the last like couple years of holidays. So we're gonna go see family, and we're also gonna have a birthday party for the little bean, which is my child, if you're curious. We're gonna have a birthday party for her because we didn't have one where we live now because we don't really have a lot of family around. We're gonna go have like her actual birthday party, and it's gonna be so fun. Like, I'm so excited. She's gonna have a Rapunzel themed birthday party because she really likes Rapunzel, like a whole lot. I'm just bringing this out like a little bit further than maybe I normally would because I am gonna have glasses on. Do whatever you want, but I find that the glasses cover a lot of my face, or a lot of my eyes, so I want the eyeshadow, I want you to like actually be able to see it instead of, my ears itchy, instead of it kind of being, you know, hid by the glasses, if that makes sense. I want to do a video on like makeup for glasses wearers. So that'll probably be coming. I don't want to say soon because, let's be real, it probably won't be soon, but it'll be coming eventually. Should say that for movie previews, like coming at some point. I'm taking the E.L.F. smudge brush. They're just their $1 smudge brush. And I'm just taking that mauve color again and I'm just running it right under my lashes. Right under my lower lash line. Just to add like a little bit of depth down there, but we're not going to do anything like super smoky. It's just a really easy eye. Because I said we're doing a very dark and vampy lip. And also like a huge ass wing. So that's coming. Mostly because I don't think I can actually do a small wing. I've tried. I've tried to be like, oh, like I'll do a small wing and no. And then it turns into this huge crazy ass wing. Because I have like, my lid comes down a little bit like right here. If you can see like right on the edge. I don't know, whatever. It comes down. So in order to like have my wing be visible, I have to get past that. But by the time I get past that, it turns into a crazy wing. So pretty much every time I have a wing, it's humongous. Long story short, or short story made long, that is basically what I'm trying to say. So, okay, so basically we're just using that mauve color everywhere, and boom. That is like super easy. It's literally just, my hair's so fuzzy. Literally just in the crease, a little bit above, and then on the lower lash line. I'm actually going to do something else. Hang on. I'm going to take the color Champagne, which is that color that's right down here. There is a little tiny bit of like glittery bits in it, I've noticed. That doesn't really bother me with this eyeshadow, but I really do think it's the only eyeshadow I use that has any type of like particles in it. So I'm just taking that and I'm just going to like put that all over the lid. Not that it's adding any kind of really color, but more just, I don't know, jazz it up so it's not just naked. We're just packing that all over. Yeah, you can see like the little bits of glitter. So, you know, if that bothers you, don't use this. You could use the nude color. That's a really pretty color. I'm going to use that to highlight. So let's do that right now. Nude, here we go. This is the E.L.F. blending brush. Again, like their dollar brushes. Dollar brushes are awesome. If you haven't tried any, you really should. Ooh, let's jump back to foundation real quick. So let's just talk about why I like this foundation. I was like, maybe I should do a review on it, but I don't know, it's been out for so long at this point. Like, is it really worth it? Probably not. I really like this, like I said, because it looks like skin and it gives me the coverage I want, which still looks like pretty full-ish coverage because I don't have a lot to cover up. But I also always have foundation lines around my mouth. My foundation always sinks into my smile lines, and this one does, like it does sink into them. I find, like it has done it right now, but it doesn't enhance them or make them look like out of control, which is awesome. And by the end of the day, they actually look better than like they do right now. So I guess it just fades down in a way so that it doesn't really get cakey in the lines. It just fades down evenly, which is good. Because a lot of the foundations I have, they basically just like sink directly into my lines, and then by the end of the day it looks like a hot mess right there. Yeah, so anyway, moving on from that, I'm gonna use the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. I literally just got this. When did I get this? Thursday? I think I got this on Friday. I got it on Friday. This eyeliner is amazing. Like I said in my last eyeliner video, the liquid eyeliner from Wet n Wild, how I can do a wing with that and terrible eyeliner. This is amazing. Like, I don't even know. It has a really small, like tip, and it's a brush. It's not a felt tip, which makes it like really, I don't know, it just makes it really easy. So I'm probably gonna end up doing it off camera. Ooh, that's gonna get real big. Okay, we're gonna be back. All right, so once again, the eyeliner got real crazy. Like you can see, like it got pretty big, but like it looks it looks on point, so, you know, that's fine. They always get huge like this. I can't really help it. So that is done, and now we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm using the CoverGirl Supersizer with like the fibers one. I've been using it for a little bit. I think I like it more than the regular supersizer one. I don't know. The regular supersizer one to me was just, it was just too liquidy for my taste. I just thought it was just, I don't know. I thought it was too thin, and I feel like it got really messy on me like all the time. Which I didn't really appreciate. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back and try it. I feel like I like this one way more. I don't know why. The brush doesn't bother me. The brush is fine. It is sort of like, you kind of have to get used to it because it's not a regular mascara wand. It has like two flat sides and then one or two sides that have little bristles on them. So it is like a little bit getting used to, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of just using it because it's open. There's no mascaras I have that I'm like, oh my god, this mascara is awesome. And I really like mascaras from the drugstore because, I don't know. I bought, the only high-end mascara I purchased was the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I thought I liked it, and then I kind of realized, like, I got a travel size, and I was like, ooh, I really like this. And then I got the big size, and then I sort of started to realize that I didn't actually like it that much, which was kind of disappointing. Plus, it's like, I'd rather just spend the money on drugstore mascara, you know? I don't really think it's necessary to spend money on high-end mascara. No. That's just me. Anybody else? Anybody else feel like that? And then for the bottom lashes, I'm using the CoverGirl Lashblast Volume, the one in the orange tube. Neither of these are the waterproof formula, heads up, so I don't really... Did it just get really bright? Oh, it did. Yeah, none of these are the waterproof formula, if you were curious. I'm just going to do that real quick. I got some mascara on my eye, obviously, because I looked up at the camera, which I wouldn't normally be doing, so that's not normally something that I mess up. But then I'm just combing through my bottom lashes with the Real Techniques Lash Brow Groomer, which is really nice. I think I talked about this in my affordable brushes video. Basically affordable brushes that I use all the time and that are totally worth it. I talked about like why I really like this, but just combing through my bottom lashes. Okay, and then we're gonna brush away this right here. You see that? The little black spot? Just give it to that. If you ever get mascara anywhere, just sort of wait for it to dry and then like, it's gone now. Just blend it away with either your brush, a Q-tip, whatever, what have you. So my glasses are going back on now that my face makeup is done. Oh, look at that, I can see. I'm going to put my nose ring back in so I don't forget, because sometimes I do. And the last thing we have to do is lips. I'm pretty sure. I'm not putting my finger in my nose, I promise. Well, I am, but it's my nose ring. Okay, so eyes done, really simple, giant ass wing, and then we're going to do the Stila Style Day liquid lipstick in the shade Chianti, which is like this really dark purpley color. So that's why, oh god, I keep my nose is running. Which is why I wanted to do like a simpler eye. Obviously the wing is pretty intense, but as far as like the actual shadow, I only use like 2 colors. So yeah, we're gonna put this on, and I'm gonna try not to mess it up on camera because I don't really want to edit a whole lot. Like I said before, I don't like editing. So yeah, here we go. Oh, this color is so pretty. Oh, it's so dark. I love it. I'm trying to like even out the bottom. My lip looks droopy. I feel like I have like this like white rim around my lips, which makes it kind of hard to tell where my lip ends. Does anybody else have that? I feel like people's get ready with me are always so short. I feel like this is going to be so long. Alright, so this is the finished look. This color is like so vampy, and it's looking a little, I feel like it's probably looking a little bit black. It's not black. It's purple. It's just really, really a dark purple, and I did layer it up just a little bit because I think I used a lip liner last time. And this time it was looking a little bit patchy, so just heads up, but it's a gorgeous color. And it's not hard to get, like, to make it look super even, if that makes sense. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Do I want to do anything else? Do I want to use the setting spray? I don't think so. Kind of get rid of these smile lines and not make my face look so washed out when the sun shines in the window. Ah, it's so annoying. No. Anywho, I think this is done. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to say, but at this point my makeup's finished, so I don't really think I want to sit here and talk a whole lot. I feel like I tried to be a little bit chatty. I hope this isn't like 9 years long. If it is and you stayed around to the end, congratulations. I'm really glad that you watched it, because that's exciting. But yeah, I mean, maybe I know I'm doing holiday looks, and I was thinking, just like real quick, if you're here to the end of the video, good, you can help me maybe. I'm either going to use the Lorac Pro or the chocolate bar palette, the Too Faced chocolate bar palette. I want to do like 2 holiday looks, one more like very simple. I mean, they're both going to be pretty simple, but one like simple and like minimal, and one more like glam. Both easy because, let's be real, I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not doing any like thing ridiculously difficult. More just simple and then a little bit more glam. So I'm trying to figure out which one to do. Kind of leaning towards Lorac because I do like the Lorac, but I could use either of them really. I love both of those palettes. But yeah, if you, I don't even know what I want to say. I guess this video is over. I hope you enjoyed it and you hung around, and maybe it was helpful in some way. I was just kind of talking to you, so maybe you found that helpful. I don't know. You do whatever. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and me talking and you watching me put on my makeup. Maybe you saw some products maybe you're interested in. And yeah, everything that I talked about will be linked below, listed, linked, any channels I talked about. I think I only talked about Jam Beauty. Her channel will be linked below, along with some other channels that I like to watch all the time, including hers. Yeah, so I hope you liked this video. If you are new, please subscribe. I'll have the little button right there. I'm pretty sure it's on this side, along with my last video that I put up. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!